Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good morning to my lecturer and my fellow classmates. My name is Muhammad SYAHMY Ammar bin ZULKEFLY and today I will be presenting you guys a case study on Operation Car Wash. This is the topic that we chose for our group, which is Group 7. Operation Car Wash, also known as Lava Jato, it is one of the largest corruption investigation in modern history. The investigation began in 2014 in Brazil. It exposed a massive bribery network involving government officials, large corporations, and political leaders. Billions of dollars meant for public development were misused for personal and political gain. This case is significant because it shows how corruption become deeply embedded in powerful institutions when transparency and accountability are weak. At the center of this scandal is Petrobras, Brazil's state-owned oil company. Well, in Malaysia, we have Petronas, but in Brazil, we have Petrobras. Petrobras manages extremely large and valuable projects. Because of its close connections to the government, it became vulnerable to political influence. One of its main contractors was Obradec, a major construction company in Latin America. For many years, project contractors were deliberately overpriced. The extra funds were secretly distributed as bribes. These bribes were given to politicians and senior executives. In return, companies received political support and contract approval. This close relationship allowed the corruption to continue for a long period of time.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad AJAI and I'm going to talk about the chronology of the event. So it started before 2014, where abnormal payments and expensive contract around Petrobras hinted that something was wrong. Then, we moved to early 2014, where police found suspicious money transfer connect to a small car wash shop, which is why the operation was called Car Wash Operation, and the trail led to bigger companies and even politicians. Then, 2014 until 2016, investigators uncovered a large bribery network. Many executives from Petrobras and Odebrecht were arrested. Some agreed to plea deals where they confessed and provide evidence. Finally, 2016 until 2021, court trial continued. Many cases became public, causing political tension in Brazil. Some politicians lost their position, and the scandal changed Brazil's political landscape. Next, we move on to the critical incident contributing to the issue. First, discovery of money laundering. Police found that a car wash shop was being used to move large amounts of suspicious money. This opened the door to bigger investigation. Second, executive confessing. High-ranking executives from Odebrecht and Petrobras admit the bribery scheme. Their confession confirmed that corruption was happening at a huge scale. Third, leaked documents and recordings. Emails, contract, and phone recordings show clear evidence that bribes were paid to secure contracts. Last, political involvement. When famous politicians were linked to the case, it gained global attention and became a national crisis. Next, we move on to the objective of the case study. This case study aims to understand how corruption occurred inside a major state-owned company. Second, examine the impact on Brazil's economy, politics, and public trust. Third, identify weaknesses in systems such as political funding. And last, suggest improvement to prevent future large-scale corruption. By studying this case, we learn how corruption networks operate and how they can be stopped.
Next, we're going to talk about literature review. What is the definition of integrity and also corruption? Integrity basically means someone who being honest, transparent, and also fair without anybody needs to monitor. While corruption means totally opposite of it. People who do corruption people who are corrupted basically misuse their power for their personal needs. For example, in this case, both executives and also politicians misuse their power to prioritize money over the needs of the public citizens. This end up lead to the distrust of publics towards the government institutions. As a methodology, we basically create a Google form to take the data from the respondents, which are mainly our classmates and also UTM students, and we will gather the data all together to create a pie chart, which we're going to evaluate at the end of the study case.
Hi, my name is Lee Chanlong. So here I will proceed my part which is finding and discussion and conclusion and recommendation. So for finding and discussion, based on simple survey, many respondents have heard of corruption but do not know detail of specific cases like Operation Car Wash. Most believe corruption is a serious issue that affects a country's economy, public services and political stability. Respondents agree that strict law, transparency and regular audit are important to prevent the corruption. Some respondents feel large companies and politicians often escape from the punishment, which can reduce the public trust. For the discussion, these findings show that public awareness exists but deeper understanding is low. The case study can help educate people about how corruption actually happens. The next one is conclusion and recommendation. For conclusion, the Petrobras audit brief case shows how corruption can become a long-term system when companies, politicians, and officials work together for a personal gain. It caused major financial loss, political instability, and decline in public trust. For recommendation, first one is strengthen a monitoring system for government contract. The second is increase transparency in political donation. The third one is encourage whistleblower to report the wrongdoing. The next one is use digital system to track public spending. And for the last one is educate the public about the integrity and ethics. So all of these steps can help reduce our corruption in the future.